Hello my friends, welcome to Dublin. This is my first time in Ireland and I'm here for just a weekend, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do all the things I want to do, but it doesn't matter because I'm here with my bestest of friends, Merete. If you want to check out her vlog from this trip, go over to her channel, which I'm gonna mention somewhere here, perhaps, or here. Nobody knows. It's a mystery for future cat. We are staying at the Ripley Court Hotel, which is kind of a nice, affordable, like more traditional hotel, pretty central. It should be pretty close to everything kind of you might want to see in like on both sides of the river, and also the bus station for the Airlink. We just came here last night. We took the Airlink 747, I believe, from the Dublin airport. It was like 24 minutes or something. I think like 4 stops. It costs €12 there and back. So, you know, I already pay for that, so I can spend all of my money and still get safely to the airport. Anyway, I asked you guys if you want to join me on this little trip, and a lot of you said yes, because, you know, Ireland and Scotland have a kind of a similar vibe, but let's see during this trip how similar the vibe really is. Okay, let's go explore Dublin. So our first stop in Dublin was CHQ, which is this building here, and that's the home of the Epic Emigration Museum, which is kind of connected to the whole potato famine in Ireland. And part of the exhibition is also the little ship that you can see outside by the river. It's called Jeanie Johnston, and I think it costs about £8 to have a tour of the little ship. The only problem with it is that it is now 10 and the tours start at 11, which is not very friendly to us early birds of the world. Fortunately, as an alternative, you can also see the newly opened museum, which is, I think, underneath this whole building structure, and that costs €16 to get to. That might not quite be within our budget, but we're gonna have a little look around anyway. There's currently a free exhibition on like forgotten women of the Irish history, which, you know, is great because it is soon, I think, tomorrow. It's the International Women's Day. Yeah, our day. Alright, so we just finished a little tour of the Jeanie Johnston emigration boat. Famine, no potatoes, all potatoes are dead. It was like 50 minutes, again €8, and it was really fun. So this is actually a replica of a boat that would do this journey between Ireland and America and Canada and so on, and the original ship was actually built in 1 year, and embarrassingly this one took 6 years to build. So yeah, that says something about the efficiency now in like 20th and 21st century. Anyway, what I found quite cute about this tour is that even though the whole like Irish potato famine is quite a depressing part of the history, this is actually very kind of optimistic. And actually, compared to most of the other ships that were sailing the same direction, this is the only ship that never had anyone die on it. So if you want to hear some more uplifting stories from the Irish history, I really recommend you visit this little boat ship thing, because it was a lot of fun, a bit scary down there with the very lifelike figurines as you saw in my footage, but yeah, a lot of fun. Do it. Okay, so we are back at the hotel now. We just went to the Henry Street and the kind of like connecting tiny streets to it, because that seemed to be like the main shopping area. Not that we super wanted to do shopping, we just live really close to it, so we thought we're gonna give it a go. There's a donut place that we don't have in the UK in one of the malls where we picked up 3 fabulous looking donuts and we're gonna eat them now. Also, we'll have some coffee because it is now about 4 p.m. and as you can see by the state of my makeup and how it's kind of melting onto my neck now, yeah, the day has progressed and we are a bit tired, but we're gonna refuel with some not super healthy snacks and then we're gonna go out again and maybe get some beer. Hello friends, it is Sunday now, our second day and also last full day in Dublin. Last night, as you could see, we went to the whole Temple Bar area, but we didn't really stay in it. We kind of ventured forth beyond it because I got a tip from one of my friends to visit a pub called the Hairy Lemon and we super loved the name, so we needed to Hairy Lemon it up. It sounds like a school snack that you forgot in your backpack for 3 months and then at the end of the school year you found it just like among your textbooks. That's based on a true story. Today we are going back into that area. It's supposed to get nicer weather-wise later, so I hope to take some nice pictures perhaps. We're gonna try and see the cathedral, the castle, maybe the Guinness Storehouse. We're gonna see how much money we're gonna spend on the fancy bread-flavored ice cream, which I'm super excited about. And yeah, if we have some money left, we're gonna also have some beer. So we are now in the Marion Square, and the reason why we are in Marion Square is there's a big ass, cool, super sort of attitude statue of Oscar Wilde, every queer kid's favorite author ever, including me. So I had to come here, touch his leg, and now we're just kind of walking around the park. It's really nice. There's some, you know, kind of like sakura-ish trees in bloom already, a lot of birds, some little bamboos, you know, it's a very nice park. So the weather took a horrible turn for the worse, so we ended up in the Guinness Storehouse. We took a cab here. It wasn't too expensive. It seems like in Dublin the metered taxis are cheaper than the normal Ubers they have, so you know, it's a little plot twist. Anyway, it was about 26 euros to get in here. We're gonna see what this is about. I think that there should be a little exhibition on like vintage advertising, which I am super interested in. So, you know, some good vintage design. it's gonna be cool stuff. And also the 26 euros includes a pint of Guinness, or if you don't drink beer, you can, I believe, pick something non-alcoholic as well. Yay, dry April, or whichever month you're abstinencing. That's not a word. And so concludes our visit to the Guinness Storehouse. As you can see, this is a Citra IPA, it's not a Guinness, but don't worry because we already had a tiny Guinness on like the 5th or 4th floor of this amazing building. They teach you how to smell the smelly things in it and taste all the tasty things in it, and you will be a real pro. Now this one again is not Guinnessy. I can't really take that much Guinness in a day, it would make me so sleepy. So instead, something slightly lighter. Yay! I made it home from Dublin, which was kind of lucky, because as I was getting home, that was kind of where the coronavirus crisis was starting to really bubble up here in Europe, and within the first week after both me and Merete got to our respective home countries, the lockdown happened for both of us. And now it's been about 3 weeks since that happened, and we are still in lockdown, so a lot of nice cozy home time for both of us. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoy this little vlog. You know that I don't do this very often. I'm kind of a chaotic vlogger. I prefer to shoot videos where I have like full control over things, or at least a tiny bit of control. You know, you never have full control over anything in life, so you know, let's not perpetuate that myth. I gotta say that I did enjoy Dublin. It's maybe a tad big for me compared to Edinburgh. Edinburgh, again, is very special in how it's both small and a capital. You can't really find that many places which would be like that. The people there were super friendly, super fun. I really loved the accent. I loved the history as well, and I can imagine why a lot of people would come from America to kind of learn more about that history of what were the events that drove all the people to move from Ireland to America. And if I was coming back to Dublin, I would absolutely visit more of the museums. I would try to learn more. I think because these were literally just 2 days, we just kind of wung it. Hope you guys weren't too frustrated with how I was struggling with trying to operate my new camera. It is, by the way, just the updated version of the old G7X. I used to have the G7X Mark I, which was a sweetheart, but it already went through one fix, and I had it for I think almost 5 years now, about 4, and you know, the Zoom stopped working and all that, so I decided to buy the Mark III. I am still slightly undecided in if I like it more or less than the first one. What I do like a lot about it is that it actually has a microphone input, which is what I'm using right now. I can't say that the audio that you're hearing now is as good as in our other videos where we used Sony camera, but it's definitely very portable, it's easy, and it is better than the inbuilt microphone in the G7Xs. If you ever need any tips on what gear to get or like what microphone I use for my G7X, just let me know in the comments below and I will be more than happy to help. For now, that is all from me, but soon I will be publishing a video all about how to survive self-isolation here in Edinburgh and which businesses are still offering their amazing services. So yeah, stay tuned for that. You're great. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye guys.